Welcome everybody, it's Blowover Productions, and today we are at Atlanta Motor Speedway to kick off round number 15 of YouTube Cup Series playoffs. That's a little weird. We still have 2 more races after this before we go to Homestead, Miami, so it actually should be 14. I don't know, but yeah. Wait, so if this is 15, then the next race will be 16. The race after that still isn't the playoff. So it's okay. I must have miscounted on the videos or something. But Daniel Jaws is your pole position today. Theft King is not here, so we skip past him. I don't know why he missed this race, but that's probably not going to help him with the championship standings. If you look closer to the back of the field, you'll find Philip Ball Animations in the number 61. He won here last time we went to Atlanta in the regular season. He's going to be starting 9th today, so we're going to see what he's going to be able to do. Ball's Animation and Motorsports teammates are up here a lot. We got the 56, the 12, the 61. Crastina and Gio are closer to the back, but that's fine because BAM is looking very strong today. Easy 2Bz is also on the outside lane, so he'll lead that lane as we exit turn 4. The green flag is going to drop, and we're going to get racing at Atlanta, boys. So boogity, 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 let's go! Daniel Jaws already off to a great start. He's going to skyrocket in front of that outside lane as Drew Darnell now leads the inside, but now it's going to be Daniel Jaws as he drops down low. Easy 2B drops low with him. Adam Ethriel is now the leader of the outside lane. The 96 and the 91 are going to start to pull away on the backstretch here as Drew Darnell tries to make some leverage. It's not going to work. He's going to get moved out of the way by his teammate. The 12, the 65, they're 3-4 wide coming out of turn 4. Are they going to keep it together? They will. Lap 2. The 12 versus the 65 and 61. Very interesting stuff that they've got going on right here. 3 wide coming out of turn 4. Puerto Rico YT is very interesting right now. He's riding the outside lane, but he is still somehow keeping it together. And I don't know. Oh, trouble behind. Tokyo Boogie looking hard into the wall. The 9 is in it. The 48 is around. The 52 got collected. And Michael Hong is sideways. Caution comes out. Big wreck here in the tri-oval. Here's the replay coming off turn 4. It looks like Tokyo Bokyo Lokio just tried to cut in front of the 23. Went around into the 9. Took Jaden Williams out. Ufer got caught up in it. And PM Damien, 2 of the 3 Roblox Racing teammates. Michael Hong also got caught up in it, possibly trying to escape. There's Frosted Derp. He hit the 48 as well. And Adam Ethro just barely manages to stop that car in time. Big wreck here. Frosted Derp onboard camera. Yeah, the 48 just kind of came in out of nowhere. There was no way for him to react to that, honestly. We'll see you on the restart. Welcome back to Atlanta Motor Speedway, everybody. Daniel Jaws is your leader as well. The 96 behind. Philip Ball is going to be behind him as the green flag drops, and we're getting back racing at Atlanta, boys and girls. Philip Ball already dodging to the inside. The 91, Daniel Draws right in front of him. And now he's going to lead the inside lane as Easy Tweezy pops back out to the outside, just like on the restart. Puerto Rico YT is there as well in the number 12 car. Jeremiah Cash in the top 5. Geo Balls in the top 10. And looks like most of the BAM teammates are up here except for Crastina Animations and Drew Darnell. But everybody else is up here. We got Puerto Rico. We got Philip Ball. We got Geo. Everybody else, it looks like Dano is in the top 3 now, but they top 10, but they sacrificed Geoballs. So now it's the 61, the 12, and the 56. Daniel Jaw is now trying to catch up at Philip Ball Animations. I mentioned earlier, he won this race last time. He's looking to make it 2 in a row for Atlanta Motor Speedway, but Daniel Jaws is looking for his 3rd win in the series altogether, having only gotten wins at Daytona twice, once at the beginning of the season, and then again for the Fanta 24. So yeah, he only has super speedway wins, but now he's looking for his first, well, I wouldn't call this intermediate oval, but you know what I mean. So yeah, it's one of these tracks. And if you look a little bit more about our other racers, as Hungry Bones gets a little bit loose there, here's Jeremiah Cash in the 81. He recently got a win at Talladega Superspeedway. That was his first win of the YouTube Cup Series, and probably his last, considering that the season is coming to an end in 2 races, unless he for some reason wins the last 2 races and maybe even wins at Homestead. That doesn't mean he's going to win the championship, just means he's going to win the race. And now moving on to Puerto Rico YT in the number 12 car. Puerto Rico also recently got a win. If you've been following this channel closely, you know that Puerto Rico is notorious for flipping over and crashing out really badly for some reason in every single one of these races. And yeah, he got his first win against Daniel Draws the other day at Kansas Motor Speedway. So he's looking for his second win here today. He might get it, but if he has no chance of getting it, then you know who does? Daniel Draws. So we're going to have to see what's going to happen here. If he peeps those and locks in, that's going to be pretty awesome. But I doubt it. They go around the travel once again. Lap 12 of 49. The 91, the 61, the 12, the 81. They're up here. 3 cars that end in a 1. That is crazy. I think these are only 3 in the season the series that end in 1. I hope you guys are really excited for the end of the season, because I know I am, because I am ready to claim our first ever YouTube Cup Series champion, and also get ready for the next season, which is going to introduce more drivers in the Cup Series, the new Xfinity Series, aka the Netflix Series, and also the Hulu/Truck Series, which that's going to be a blast. So can't wait for that one, obviously. And yeah, so the sooner we get this series done, the sooner that happens. Also, I want to thank you guys for 180 subscribers. We are so close to 200, and if you guys could really lock in and start sharing my channel a lot more, then I will get to that goal, and I can officially say that I have 200 subscribers on YouTube. And it really means a lot to me how you guys really like the content, and I didn't expect to make it this far with the NR 2003 stuff, but I did, and it's really awesome. So yeah, I love you guys. I love each and every single one of you guys that follows with my videos, my shorts, my long form videos, everything. And I just love it. Oh, Ufer Guide is a lap car. He just got lapped there. Back to the racing action. Like I said, Ufer Guide was a lap down, just went a lap down there, getting passed by the leaders. Luckily, he did not cause a wreck, but he is slowing down that field behind him progressively. But that might only affect them, and actually it might give us better racing up here, because now it's just going to be these top 5 battling for the lead. Hungry Bones looks more like a buffer, though, so it's really top 4. Puerto Rico YT now battling his teammate for second place. Billaball Animations on the outside, Puerto Rico to the inside. Daniel Draws in the lead. Oh, the trouble back there. I don't know who that was. I think that was Mike Jones and somebody else. Couldn't tell, though. Camera switched too fast. Daniel Draws is the leader still as we go into lap 17 of 49 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Daniel Draws is still leading this race. The 12 and the 61 are not giving up, though. They're using their Balls Animation Motorsports power to catch up to him. Puerto Rico holding a steady inside line here, which is really good, because if he can find a good line, he can get past that 91, because Daniel Draws really likes that high lane for some reason. But even though it's the optimal line, sometimes it's really not good to just stay up there the whole time, because you're going to start scrubbing off speed, and also your tires there's not a lot of grip up there if you go too high, so that's why it's really good to be on the inside rather than the outside. You also have more room to slide up the track like that, like they just, the 91 and the 12 just did. They started on the inside of turn 1 and came all the way up on the outside of turn 2. When you do that every single time, you're going to have to start slowing down. That's why Philibal is starting to lose positions now, because he's been stuck on that outside lane for quite a couple of laps now, and he's going to fall behind into 4th now. And it looks like Hungry Bones did catch up, so I'm not going to consider him a buffer anymore. This really is a 5-car battle for the lead now, as they go single file through 3 and 4. They're all trying to pick off Daniel Draws one by one. Jeremiah Catch is going to break off and go to the inside, Philibal with him. But let's see if it's going to work. They're going to push Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico is going to push the 91 up the track and out of the way. And Puerto Rico is now going to maybe clear them. They duke it to the line, and Puerto Rico is going to lead that lap. As you see on the leaderboard, Daniel Draws was just 200ths of a second behind them, and that was pretty epic. So Daniel Draws is now running 4th. Oh my goodness, he lost a lot of spots there. And if you look on that camera, you saw the rest of the field is way farther back than the rest of the cars right now. And now they're going to go 3 wide for the lead. Puerto Rico on the outside. Jeremiah stuck in the middle. Philibal in the inside. Reminds me shadows of what happened earlier this year between Daniel Suarez, Ryan Blaney, and Kyle Busch in that Atlanta race. If that was the 3 wide finish for this one, that would have been awesome as Daniel Draws puts the 12 up against the wall and almost crashes him. Puerto Rico loses the lead to his teammate Philibal Animations. How ironic. Jeremiah Cash is on the outside as well. Hungry Bones, Daniel Draws is there now. Lap 21. Just a little bit over the halfway mark here. A little bit under, actually. Philibal on the outside lane now. Daniel Draws is on the outside as well, too. Puerto Rico running the inside line again. You know that's very unique for him to be doing that because, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Puerto Rico usually flips over by now. But, I mean, we saw at Kansas he seems to be done with flipping over as the last flip for him happened at Talladega. So maybe he's done with it. Maybe he's actually trying to race now, which would be pretty awesome because I think he really has a lot of talent because he had a streak going. Like I said earlier, if you've been following the channel, you notice that he has a streak for some reason getting on the pole a lot, but then instantly crashing out on lap 1. So he would definitely not be making it this far if he didn't have the talent to do it, which he usually does. So that's probably why he ended up winning at Kansas against Daniel Draws, who's one of the most experienced drivers in the sport, like Theft King. So that's pretty good to beat him at his rank. So if I'm being honest, if he keeps it up, next season he might be able to win the championship. Only reason he didn't win it this year, I'm 100% sure, is because he joined the series late. And honestly, if he was there from the get-go, like the others were, he definitely probably could have been in the top 8 for the championship right now. But he is one of the half rookie group, which, if you forgot, was the 81 Jeremiah Cash, who's in the top 5 right now. The 12 is of Puerto Rico YT, and also Crastina Animations. I believe I saw Guide up there. He's going to get lapped twice now when they catch up to him, and a little bit of contact there between the 91 and the 81, but they're going to save it. They're going to drive around Guide just barely to the outside there. Hungry Bones is catching up to the 61 of Philibal Animations. Philibal hasn't been in the front at all this season except for when we went to Atlanta. He's usually like a mid-pack runner. We don't usually have to mention him too much unless he's in a crash, but now he is leading this race and he is locking in. And now here comes his teammate Puerto Rico YT to the inside, now trying to catch up to him. God getting left in the dust. I think God also checked up on the 91 because Daniel Draws is nowhere to be seen now. There's a sizable gap between him and the other cars. If you look at the leaderboard, you'll see that Puerto Rico, Hungry Bones, and Jeremiah are all around 0.5 seconds behind Philibal, but Daniel is now over 2 seconds behind. So yeah, definitely did something to him, and Daniel is no longer even in the camera frame. They're going to go 3 wide behind him for second place. They need to stop battling for second because they need to be focusing on Philibal right now because he's the main threat, as he does have the lead. So if they want to win this race, then they need to stop doing all this wrestling and tussling for the podium and start wrestling and tussling for first place, because they're just going to keep switching back and forth like this. It's not going to help them. It's not going to help them at all. Because at the end of the day, one of them's going to get second and one of them's going to get third. And then the other person is just going to get fourth. And since there's only 3 of them, the odds of that happening are quite high. So, yeah. Why is there smoke on the backstretch? Wait, I just rubbed my eyes. Oh, no, that was smoke. Okay, is the caution out? There's Geoballs. He's all alone. I don't see anybody with potential damage on them that could have been from that smoke. The caution's not out anyways, though, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. The 12, the 81, the 65. One running 2, 3, and 4 right now. I almost had 1, 2, 3, but I keep forgetting Philibal is actually the leader of this race. He just has a sizable gap on the rest of the cars right now. That smoke is still there. What the heck happened? I'm kind of tempted to start up a replay right now, but I don't feel like it. I mean, it probably wasn't that big of a deal anyway. If, for all I know, it could have been a blown engine, but the smoke's not gray. So it was probably just a spin out, and the officials didn't call a caution. Consistently inconsistent. But actually, our officials have been pretty consistent throughout the season, so I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to compare them to NASCAR's officials. But, yeah. The smoke seems to have dissipated, so we're going to continue to race normally as Jeremiah Cash gets booted to the outside by Hungry Bones and Puerto Rico YT. We're nearing the closing stages of this race. Lap 32 of 49. Just under, I want to say, hold on, let me count. $18 laps to go. Will they catch up to Philibal in 18 laps? Who knows? I can't really tell you because they are still back here fighting for third place and second place. So, yeah, it's really not looking like it, but maybe they will. Maybe they'll just come together and start doing Kumbaya and actually remember that Philibal is the one in first place and it's not Jeremiah. And they should remember that because their spotters should be telling them that. Jeremiah's going to slide all the way up the track on the outside. Hungry Bone's going to fall him there, make him a little bit of contact there. That was real close. I wonder when they're going to catch up to Philibal. I also wonder what's happening with Dano. The gap between Philibal and these guys is actually getting bigger because now Hungry Bones, Jeremiah Cash, and Puerto Rico are now over a second behind. And Dano is now also getting worse as he is 4 seconds behind. Wild. Lap 35 of 49 now. 15 laps to go. They're going to line back up single file again. They're probably finally going to try to catch up to Philibal now. Looks like Hungry Bones is joining the battle. Might shake things up a little bit. Kaboom. But now it's 15 laps to go, I think. Puerto Rico all the way up to the outside. Jeremiah's going to take this opportunity to go to the inside. Philibal still has a sizable lead on these guys right now. They're still over a second behind, Puerto Rico being the last one clocked in, and he was at 1.03 seconds. So we're going to see what it is this time by, with 14 laps to go. And Jeremiah Cash, who crossed the line that time, clocked in at 1.16 seconds, which is actually worse than what Puerto Rico was last lap. So that means that Philibal is still making progress getting away from these guys, and he might just run away with the win here if they can't hold their lines together right now. 13 laps to go this time by. Puerto Rico is now still trying to catch up to Philibal. He's going to take second place. I noticed that Hungry Bones is also falling back now, but not too far back. Puerto Rico making progress now as he clocked in that last lap at 0.98 seconds, meaning that he was about 0.18 seconds faster than Jeremiah's last lap. Let's see what this lap is. 0.79 seconds. So about 0.10 seconds faster that last lap. And there's Guide again. He's going to get lapped a third time now. That is actually crazy. He's really slow right now. So Jeremiah's going to move Philibal up the track. These finish, I can smell the finish coming. If they can catch up to Philibal or if a caution comes out, then this will be the finish of a lifetime. Puerto Rico slams the brakes there, getting on the outside. He does not like the outside. Philibal passes Guide quite cleanly as they go through 3 and 4. Oh my goodness gracious. Guide just stopped up his teammate. He is stopping the wrong guy. Guide is teammates with Jeremiah Cash, if you don't remember. And he could have the opportunity to slow down Philibal, but instead he's slowing down his teammate and everybody else behind him. This is not going to help them in their goals to catch up to Philball. And the 14 goes around. He collects the 81. Jeremiah hard into the outside wall. The caution is going to come back out. The 14 saves it and almost gets hit again. Jeremiah sitting duck in the middle of the track. And he's going to collect Crash-Tina animations. Crash-Tina hard into the outside wall. His engine's going to blow and the caution is going to definitely come out now. Here's a replay of it. Looks like Hungry Bones was just pushing too hard. He sent the 12 up into the 14 of Uverguide. Uverguide went up the track into his teammate, the 81 of Jeremiah Cash. But the 14 saved it. He went down the track. He was trying to keep the car back together, possibly trying to get out the way of the other drivers, but in doing so, almost got clipped by the 91 and did clip the 23 King Science. Now, Jeremiah Cash, not a bad initial wreck, but he's also trying to get off the track. He's trying to get out the way of Mike Jones and Drew but he does, and then gets in the way of Crash-Tina animations, and Crash-Tina is just a huge lick there into the back of the 81 and into the outside wall. You're riding on board with him now. Oh, big hit there. Yeah, he almost got hit again by the 75. Probably thought the 81 was going to clear him. We'll see you on the restart. Welcome back, folks, to Atlanta. After that big old wreck that we had involving the 27, 81, and 14, Jeremiah's hopes of finishing this race, unfortunately, have come to an end. So now it's just going to be a battle between Philball, Hungry Bones, and Puerto Rico YT. 3 of the original 5 that we had battling for the lead all those laps ago. So now it's going to be a 3-car race for the lead, as well as all the other competitors. Daniel Draws back in it to win this thing. And you can see there's our Goodyear blimp that does not belong to us. We stole it off of Temu. But now we have aerial coverage, which we haven't even used this race, so we might have to return it. And Hungry Bones almost just got sent to the infield by the 12 car, but that's going to be good for them, actually, because now they have the preferred lane. Whoa, but Hungry Bones just checked up. Oh, Frosted Derp is coming off the track. Off pit road. That's probably why he just checked up there. That big old field is clumping up behind him. Now Puerto Rico's going to make it 3 wide in front of Daniel Draws. There's the leaderboard. We got 3 laps to go. Who's going to take the win? Philball all the way on the outside. Not going to help him. Philball is losing the lead, and now it's going to be a 2-car battle. 2 laps to go. Puerto Rico versus Hungry Bones versus Daniel Draws. Who's going to take the win? Will it be Hungry Bones, who is going to get, I think, his 3rd win this season? Puerto Rico, who's looking for his 2nd? Philball, who's looking for his 2nd Atlanta win and also his 2nd career win? Or Daniel Draws is going to be looking for his 3rd career win at his 1st regular track. It's 4 great stories in the making. Puerto Rico was out in front. We're going to come to the line. The white flag being displayed in the air. Who's going to win? 1 lap to go at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Puerto Rico on the outside lane. Daniel Draws gets put up high. Puerto Rico down low. They're going 3 wide behind him. Philball Animations up to the high side in the middle lane. Puerto Rico running away with it. He is sizing the leaders right now. And here he comes down the backstretch through turns 3 and 4. Will Philball be able to have the will Philball be able to have the momentum to get past the 12? It doesn't look like it. Philball is not going to make it to the line. Puerto Rico is going to get his 2nd career win at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Wow, what a win there for the 12 car. Amazing fashion. Here's the running order. Puerto Rico YT, Philball Animations, Hungry Bones, Daniel Draws, Connor Hudson, Easy2B, Geo Animation, Michael Hong, King Science, Adam Ethro, Drew Durnell, Mike Jones, John Castle, and Frosted Derp, and Uferguide. Now, here's the season standings. Obviously, since Steph King didn't show up for this race, Mike Jones is now your leader, just leading 9 points over, and Philball Animations is now running 3rd. Obviously, we're not going to be able to see Puerto Rico YT because he is not in championship points contention, but a great win here for Puerto Rico YT in just, I believe, 2 to 3 races. As you can see, 33 of 36 total events, so we just got 2 more races after this, and the next one will be coming up at Phoenix. So we'll see you then. This has been Blower Productions. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and goodbye!